Chismosas and Chismosas. This is Esmeralda, and welcome to the Chisme Thread. Today, I have my tia Estella and my cousin Bianca. You know Bianca. Now we're really ready to start. Okay, how's everybody's day been?
We're good. Just had a
Good.
sleepover. Yeah, we're
Okay.
chilling.
So Bianca's been on here, and then when Bianca was on here, Estella was like, "I need to give my takes. Put me on." This is the OG, the OG of the family,
Oh,
the
yes.
boss
Yes.
dog. She runs the
CEO,
show.
OG, La Jefa de Jefas, like,
Yeah, do as I say, not as I do.
Right.
The queen.
that part. Mom, okay, es que te voy a, like, leer una historia, like a story. Y,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
vamos a
yeah.
dar nosotros, like,
And we
opinions.
comment.
Yeah,
Oh,
vamos
well,
a
our
dar, like,
opinion.
lo que-
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
¿qué
so
piensas,
I'll
you
read
know?
the title. We'll give our initial thoughts, and then I'll read the story, and then we'll do that. Everybody thinks I forgave my husband because I loved him, when in reality, it was because I didn't. This is from True Off My Chest, like where people make confessions. What you think?
Can you read that again?
Everybody thinks I forgave my husband because I loved him, when in reality, it was because I didn't. So she forgave him because she didn't love him. Look, she resonates
Yeah.
a little bit. Okay.
This is true.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Yeah, be like that. I feel like it's a lot easier to just turn away when you stop caring. Like when you care, that's when you fight for it, and when you don't care, it's when you like stop fighting. This
You
is-
give in. Absolutely. And it's real different when you have children together. That's a whole different concept. And it brings light to so many different things.
Yeah, it does.
And it's very difficult. And I think of anybody, whether it be husband, wife, and children, I think children suffer the most
Oh,
out
absolutely.
of
Yeah.
that relationship. Yep.
Okay, so my husband cheated on me with a coworker, and when it came to light, I chose to stay. I love my life and I feel content. I don't want to change anything about it. My children, my home, my work, my neighbors, our friends. I did not want to compromise anything. Divorce was only an option for a moment until I realized that I didn't love him to be hurt about his cheating. Since I was a teenager and I started to be interested in boys, I don't remember ever being interested in anyone who wasn't interested in me in return. Like, my love has always been conditional. If a guy rejected me, my feelings disappeared with his rejection. It may be a big flaw, and as my sister said, may have deprived me of feeling real, all-consuming love, but it sure helped me now. When I found out he cheated, I immediately started picturing him with her, touching her, making love to her. He wasn't mine anymore, and every feeling I felt towards him disappeared, both the good but also the bad feelings. People think I forgave him because I loved him so much, but I don't think I would be able to forgive someone that I love. My heart would not have taken it. Of course, I don't tell anyone that. Let them think what they want. All is good. I want to stay anonymous. Thank you for letting me vent here. That's it.
You know, they say love is unconditional. But I feel like it can become unconditional within a relationship. However, the love that becomes unconditional when you do have children, that there is a different type of love, and that's what's more unconditional. Being in a relationship with a husband is very different, and something that your children may not understand until they are in that space.
Yeah.
Cheating with a coworker, I don't care who it was. Um, and let's define cheating. Cheating, is it just going out to lunch with somebody, just either another man or woman, whatever that is, going to lunch, texting. You define cheating as what? Just, is it just looking for an intent to be with somebody else? So it goes far back, even outside of just cheating. Cheating is, you have the intention of going further than just having lunch or having, chit chat, small talk or whatnot.
Yeah, it's different for everybody.
Yes.
What they define as cheating.
Defined as cheating, correct. And cheating, when you love somebody, and it's happened in my own life, like if you love somebody, you're grounded. That's where you want to be, and you see nobody else outside of you and your husband and your family. You know, when you love somebody, that's where you want to be, so you're grounded, and you see nobody else. But when that happens, whether it be the lady down the street, across the street, your coworker, whoever that is, that hurts to the core.
Yeah.
And you were saying something about, to forgive him or whatnot. Forgiving somebody, and I don't want to throw God into this, but He says forgive and forget. Do you know how hard that is?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
You forgive somebody. I don't care if they stole $1 or if they hit you or whatever that is. Forgiving is to the core, and just to forgive. Some things you'll never forget, but forgiving somebody is ultimate. Like, you have to give in whatever it was that placed you in that position. So you have to give in to that, and forgiving is a strong word. And I
Yeah.
think it lines up right up there with love. If you love somebody, that's a strong word. And forgiving somebody is also on that same line. No matter, whether it's, the cheating or whatnot, but cheating,
I
you have to forgive.
Yeah, if I say I have a tough time with forgiveness.
Yeah.
I'm
But I think that
like,
also comes with experience too. Like it's harder to forgive, I think, once, like, when you've barely been through things, but like once you experience like life on your own and you've made your own mistakes, then it's a little bit easier to forgive. I'm not saying that in this part necessarily as far as like cheating, but just in general. Once you've made mistakes in your own life and you're the cause of that hurt, then I think it's a little bit easier to forgive. But when you've been like a loyal person and you haven't really done too much to somebody, it's a lot harder to forgive someone for their actions when they betray you, whether that's cheating or whatever type of mistake that is. And that too, like when you stop caring about somebody, like, okay, you do what you want. Like, I don't necessarily forgive you, but I don't really care either. Like, so, like how she's saying in the story, in her story.
yeah, something that we definitely gotta work on.
But
Forgiveness. I hold a grudge. I hold a grudge. I won't talk to you. I'm taking that shit to the grave.
for me, it
Like,
depends on the severity of what you've done. But there's a couple people. There's probably like two people that I like feel like, oh, I'm not forgiving y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I guess
you run out of chances.
yeah, not that I care about what they've done anymore. It's just like I'm not gonna allow them back in my life. So maybe I have forgiven them in a way, but you're not coming back into my life. So on Reddit, they can leave comments. So one commenter says, they say the opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy, indifference, which is what it sounds like for you. Keep living your best life, OP. He might not be worth fighting for, but it sounds like you enjoy the rest of your life. Go have a great time and don't let him drag you down.
Yeah, the thing with that is, and essentially she said, you go live your own life. Um, yeah, she's not, because she will hold that with her.
Well, she's still like staying in the marriage because of whatever, she says she's comfortable in her life, and if that's what you're okay with, like, that's okay. But you're never gonna be free to live your own life, because then are y'all gonna be like open the relationship so you can do your own thing and he can do his own thing? It just kind of complicates things a lot more rather than
Brings up a
just
lot of other things. Yeah.
like, I mean, unless she's content with just being by herself and just having someone in the house. But I feel like at some point everybody gets lonely and wants a partner, even if it's not a sexual partner. She might want like a
Just companionship.
companionship. Yeah.
Somebody, somebody that doesn't have to be there every day, but somebody you can call and say, hey, you know what? Let's go watch a movie. So let's just, I want to be home. I just need space. I need time to just regroup or hang out, or, whatever that looks like. Yeah.
Someone said, I'm seeing a friend going through a horrific divorce that is tearing her apart. So I totally get this. Are you still intimate with your husband? Sorry if that's TMI. I just wondered if you're able to pretend that you love him. How is your relationship with him now? And she says, no, we are not intimate. And I was honest with him about not wanting that anymore. He is free to leave the relationship or continue cheating.
Yeah. If he's already been doing what he wants to do, he's gonna keep doing what the fuck he wants to do. If you want to be here, you gonna be here.
I mean, but she said her standards, like, she's okay with him leaving, but she's not going to leave if she has a choice because she wants to keep whatever lifestyle they have together.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely he's leaving, or I'm kicking you out.
But that's you, though.
You're being taken out. You're being taken out forcefully.
Yeah.
There's a reason she wants to stay. She doesn't indicate what reason that is, but it could be a lifestyle. It could be,
Stability.
yeah, stability.
Have a
What am I going to do by myself? How am I going to make it? How am I going to, that would be my biggest thing, that, maybe it was stability of some sort, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, I think when a lot of people stay for whatever reason in a cheating relationship or they whatever type of relationship they feel is damaged, it's a lot for stability. Because it's scary to go out there on your own and become, like, she has kids, so be like a single parent, even though, because then it leaves the door open to, because I feel like it falls a lot on mothers too, the responsibility of kids. Like, you rarely see the kids going with the dad and then the mom gets them on the weekends. Like, it's always falling, like, majority of it falls on the mom. So it's just like, do you, like, and I feel for her that if that's one of her reasons, because it's just like neither one of them wants to have to be the full-time parent on their own. Like, and when I think about when I was a single mom with Xaviana, that there was like times where I was just crying, wishing I could get a couple hours to study for school, or, and her dad was wherever, and just to have a couple hours to myself. But like everybody's busy, like, and at that time, like everybody was younger, so like, mom's working, all the aunts are working, like everybody's working, so it's just like I can't, and I wasn't upset about that, but it's just like I don't have anybody to call to just give me like, it's either, and then when I did get time, it was either I'm so tired, either I take a nap or I try to do what's best for us and study. And it's just like there was days where I would be staying up for like almost 2 days in a row because I was working, taking care of her, and trying to study for school. So it's just like I would stay too.
Yeah.
If the kids are young,
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though. Yeah, you're right. When it comes to like, when you break it down to the factors like that, yeah, it's a different story.
Yeah, you definitely have to look at the whole circle. I've been in that position, so I can talk about it. There was a point in time in my life where I couldn't talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it. I just need to get through it. Whatever that looked like, just day by day without a plan. It's like, I have no idea what I'm going to do, how this is going to happen, but it's going to work somehow, some way. So you intend to reinvent whatever you were used to. You were used to a happy home, happy life at home, and now you're dealing with the shattered box, and now you're trying to put it back together again, but in a whole different way than what it was planned out to be, or what it once was. And so now having to reinvent everything. And like you said, the mom usually kind of takes over, has that mother instinct, and kind of takes over the bulk of everything, whether it be grocery shopping, school, kids, parent teacher conference, put them on the bus stop, whatever that looks like. The mom definitely has to step in, and dad would continue doing what he was doing. Get up, have breakfast, go to work, come home, eat, go to bed. That was it.
That's how it was for real.
That's what it would consist of. However, there is no break. You work 24 hours on the clock. I don't care if you're trying to take a nap. It doesn't matter. One of your kids is sick and they need you.
And it's always tending to other people. You're never tending to yourself. Like, my mom made sure that she was there, like, through everything. Like, personal problems, life problems, problems at school, like, through thick and thin, yeah. Been through a lot. Been through a lot to get here, but we made it. We're here.
But we're here.
We're thriving, baby. We're thriving. Ya tú sabes. We're here.
That's our biggest problem right here.
No, for real. I already did a huge apology because I was doing the most in my teenage years. I was doing the most, you know what I'm saying, causing havoc. Um, yeah. So I already apologized for that. I already apologized for my rebelliousness and everything, like doing the stuff I was not supposed to be doing. But now we're chilling. Now we're chilling.
We all been there. Next story. Next. Am I the asshole for evicting my deceased brother's fiance?
The
No.
widow.
They weren't married. It was fiance. It was fiance.
You did say fiance.
What depends? Did I like her?
Yeah, did I like her? Was I ever on good terms with you? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it all depends how long
Yeah.
it's been.
It depends.
If they have a good relationship.
Are we cool?
Cause like, was a sibling the one that made y'all have a relationship, or were y'all cool without the sibling? Like, it just depends on everything.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into anybody's relationship. However, if we weren't on good standing, if you were in good standing with the family, I owe you nothing. And I will show you.
She will.
That's definitely
She
my
will.
mama. She will.
Okay. My brother passed away recently, and he had a live-in partner slash fiance. Both of my parents have passed, and so did my sister. So that leaves me being his next of kin. The house my brother lived in was my grandparents' house. He purchased it in 2021 after they passed away. We grew up in that house, and I have a massive connection to that home. It's the one thing I have left in my family. I'm the only one left. Since I'm next of kin, I inherited the house. I offered his partner, let's say his name is Steve, that he could continue to live there if he paid the mortgage and the property taxes, similar to renting. Steve said that he couldn't afford it and asked me to sell instead. He requested information on the kind of profits he would be receiving slash inheriting from the house. I told him even if he wasn't living there, I inherited the house. I won't be selling, and he won't be inheriting any money from it. He demanded that I sell and that he would take me to court over the inheritance. I pleaded to his sensibilities. This was my family home. He was my only connection to my brother left, and he refused. So I offered to pay for an apartment for him for a year since I'm also my brother's named life insurance beneficiary. Steve demanded everything, including the life insurance, despite me telling him I'm named. I told him he wasn't getting anything and needed to leave my family house. He threatened to take me to court a second time. He refused, so I filed for an eviction. Am I the asshole?
That was a lot.
And he has something added so he went back and added some more. I was also told to add to my post. Steve and my brother were together for 6 years, engaged for 2 years prior to his death. My brother and I had talked a few months before his death about how sure they were engaged, but he was probably never going to get married. 1 year prior to my brother's death, he got a new job and named me as his life insurance beneficiary after they were already engaged. Common law doesn't exist in my state. Steve never paid into the house at all. My brother paid all of their bills. I paid the mortgage on my family house for the last year and just recently talked to Steve after the estate went through probate. I can't afford to pay both mortgages regularly. That was it.
They're married for. No, they were never fiance.
They were together for 6 years and engaged for 2. So, I mean, they're not married, so. And
Yeah, legally they're not married.
So that means I owe you nothing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
get nothing.
And he offered to pay for an apartment for a year.
Flick.
Yeah.
Be like, next?
I'm done.
Yeah.
You're
I
done.
think even if, and he, like you said, he doesn't owe him anything, and he still offered to pay for an apartment for a year. So
And
he
that's
can
a
get
lot.
his stuff together. And
That's a
that's a
lot
lot.
for
Like,
a whole year.
I think a 1 year apartment is at minimum maybe $900, depending on where you live. So I think he's being very generous. And I mean, because all he had to do at first was even just pay the mortgage, which I mean, I'm pretty sure if it's an older house, it may not be that much, and the property taxes. So it seems like he was trying to be reasonable and be fair, but the fiance was being mean. Well, not even kind of mean, but just being mean and entitled, saying, and then it just expecting that. But that's why you have to have that conversation with your partner, no matter how healthy or good life is. Like, you need to be having some type of understanding, so that way when death does come, because it's inevitable, that they know what they are getting into.
And Mira, he didn't even put him on the beneficiary
Yeah, he
thing.
didn't put him as his
And they was already
beneficiary.
engaged. Is that
So
what you
that
said,
should tell you
Bernard?
everything. If you're not getting life insurance, you're not getting this house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
My mom is.
I mean, and we can kind of resonate because we have my grandma's house in our family, so
Mm-hmm. My
and that
cousin.
ain't going to nobody but someone in our family.
Right. And it's all the way you know, like in that situation that was in there, the parents should have taken care of that prior to.
Yeah, yeah.
Even I have two girls, and um, I would have to say that they're going to be taken care of. However, this is for you, not for you, the boyfriend, not for you, his kid. No.
But like, yeah, like you said, at minimum, they know who's getting what. Not,
Yes.
aside from like what, they're being taken care of. At minimum, you have your things in order to know who's getting what, instead of just leaving it to like next of
And
kin.
just be done.
That's when it starts getting messy.
Yeah, it does.
You causing problems. You died. Now you're over here leaving problems and dead, and the whole family's mad. Now everybody's tearing up each other. Now nobody talks to each other because everybody's mad at each other. Like on and on and on. No, just
Because
unnecessary.
did Grandma have someone named for her house? Was it always gonna go to Edward, or did you guys just kind of
I
decide
know
that?
it was always going to go to Edward. It was always going to go to him.
That's what I
However,
thought.
it was under condition. And the condition was you make sure that my girls are taken care of.
Yeah, I
That was the
remember Grandma
condition.
telling me that, but I didn't know if it was just known between everybody. But she had told me that before she passed. Cause and I told Bianca about it too. That Grandma left the house to Edward because Grandma told me, it was just like he has a house so that if anybody needs somewhere to stay, he's taking care of our family.
Yes. That
Like
was
that
a
house is
condition.
for the family, but it's in his name to take care of and to be responsible for. So, yeah,
La casa sagrada.
yeah. So you just definitely. I mean, I would say not the asshole because you try to make compromises with him, and you were very generous when you didn't have to be, because you could have just kicked him out the day your brother passed. Like,
Yeah, we're different. We're different.
I mean, I
Like, you
wouldn't
have
have
30
kicked somebody
days.
out, but I feel like I would be like OP, which is the original poster. I would be like OP and and ask for the same thing, like, hey, can you take care of the mortgage, or can you take care of the property taxes? And then if not, then I'm gonna need you to leave the property, because that is his house. He's next of kin. His brother has him on life insurance. He doesn't. I mean, he can take him to court, but they were only engaged. They weren't married, so he's not. I don't see how he would be entitled to anything. I mean, and like he said, his brother was paying for everything. I could see if like maybe he was financially helping and they were both going 50-50 on a lot of things, and yes, like, give him things, but he's not necessarily entitled to those things. I mean, it would be nice to give him maybe like a couple $1,000s to get himself together, get him through until if he doesn't have a job, until he gets a job, or until he can get on his feet. But not the whole life insurance, no.
Right. Right.
Because
Right.
he's gonna need that to maintain the house. Because he said that he can't afford like all that on his own, so he can use the life insurance for that. And I'm sure he had to pay for like funeral costs and things like that. So that's what that's for.
Definitely. Yep. Yep. And no telling, of course, I don't know that partnership. Um, for me, it's like, why did we wait for 6 years? Or they were together 2 years prior to them getting engaged.
No, they were together for 6 years and then engaged for 2 years. I don't know if it's a total of 8 or a total of 6.
Okay,
and then
well, we'll just call it 6. There was a reason we didn't get married. Whatever that reason is, whether it been financial or we have a
so he
goal in
did
place.
add that. Not sure if this. So he doesn't know if it was because of same-sex marriage, because it was a same-sex marriage, or if their relationship was rocky. So OP, he doesn't know either. He doesn't know either if that's why.
So there was a reason we hadn't gotten married yet, whatever that reason is. Nobody will probably ever know because there's always two sides to every story. But there was a reason for that. And there was a reason he was not a beneficiary. There was a reason he was not entitled right off the top. There was a reason for many things. One's we'll never know. We'll never know.
I think if anybody takes the fault, it would be his brother, as bad as it might sound, because his brother didn't even write a letter explaining like why he did what he did to his fiance, and just saying like, hey, I'm putting my brother as the head of my estate, like, and this is why. So I'm sure it's pretty painful for the fiance to like realize that somebody he's been with for 6 years left him nothing, but he's not entitled to any of it, and you're not like expected. That's not something that's expected of you. That should be expected of you, because yeah, we don't know the ins and outs of the relationship. Maybe obviously he didn't want him to have anything if he left the estate to you, and he didn't give you any instructions for it.
No,
Right.
that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, because usually if they give, like my mom, she has me on her life insurance, but she's told me what she wants me to do with it. She's made it explicit. This is the split between your, like, take care of what you need to take care of, like as far as like anything I need to pay for when she's gone, and then once all that's said and done, it's split between all my siblings.
And that's fair. And that's fair. So obviously she trusts you to do the right thing. You grant her wishes, whatever those may be.
Something like that. I feel like that's what the brother should have done, is tell him what he expected of him to do with it, whether this is all for you, or split it with you and my fiance.
And that may have been a conversation that was had. Again, there's two sides to every story. However, we only know the one side. And it could have been a conversation that they had. However, this is the only thing we hear.
Yeah, you only get. There's rare that someone might hop on Reddit and say, "This is my side." It does happen, but but from the comments, everybody's on his side, like saying that he's not the asshole. A couple people have said like that's on his brother for not leaving clear.
For not following it all the way through and making known what his wishes were.
What you got?
This one comes from the best of Redditor updates. So it's like, usually a story has an update to it. Am I the asshole for making my daughter's boyfriend buy a new t-shirt?
For making my daughter's boyfriend buy a new t-shirt.
Why are we buying a new t-shirt?
That's all the title says. So just based off the title.
You fucked
I
up my
read the
shit.
story,
Yeah,
so I can't
you have
really
to
give
replace it. Like, that's me.
We're going to buy a new t-shirt, but I don't know why. Let's say it's explicit of some sort.
When I first heard it, before I heard the story, I was just like, well, maybe they're going somewhere that he, needed a new shirt for, or,
It just wasn't appropriate attire for where they were going.
Yeah, that was my first initial thought. And I was like, well, I guess it just depends. But if he's not dressed for the event, then probably, yeah. Okay. Not yeah, you're that so, but probably that's reasonable.
So whether it was male or female, maybe it doesn't look good on you, or maybe just not for this particular event. Or
Well, it says his daughter's boyfriend, so it was a male that needed a new shirt.
a male that needed a new shirt. Maybe that color just didn't go with your skin color. We'll
That's
play it
not
safe.
your color. I'm sorry.
That it doesn't go with your skin color, or
I'm thinking like some shit went down. Like there's an accident or like a fight or algo así, ¿me entiendes? Que estaban peleando, like, they messed up la camisa, you know?
Okay, can you please settle a mild dispute for my family? The 23rd of December, my daughter's 19, boyfriend 19, came for dinner. We had a dinner then because he was going away with his family. He arrived, rang the bell, and answered the door. He came in, took off his jacket, and that's when I saw it. He was wearing a shirt that said, "It's not gonna suck itself." I took one look at that shirt and asked him if he had any money. He said no, and I asked why. I told him, oh, he said no and asked why. I told him that the shirt showed a mark of lack of respect for both my daughter and my wife. I pulled out two 20s out of my wallet and quietly ushered him out the door and towards the Walmart 3 miles away and told him to buy a more respectful shirt and come back with it on. Mind you, this whole exchange took place between him and I without an audience. He was gone for 15 minutes, came back with a nice polo shirt. We had a nice dinner together and nothing was mentioned of the incident. The next day, my daughter came to me and her mother and told us what I did humiliated him. They aren't in breakup territory or anything, and no yelling or anything like that. My wife did tell me I could have handled it differently. So Reddit, am I the asshole for handling it this way? And if so, how could I have handled it?
I think you handled it perfectly. One, if you're gonna be my mama, you better know how to dress. And if you don't, yeah, we're going shopping. I'm sorry.
Well, the dad's the one that told him.
It's like you're going into church. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to dress. You go to court, you're in front of the judge. There's a way to dress. Like, this is like next to God. Like, what? Like, you're in front of me and my mama, you wanna. No. I'm sorry. No, he's not an asshole. He did the right thing. And he spotted him money, too. And he took his ass to Walmart.
Well, no, he made him go drive.
Oh, he made
himself
him go? But still, he gave him money.
Yeah, he gave him money. Like, and $40. What kind of shirt is $40 at Walmart?
I was like, he gave him 220. I was like, he pocketed another 20.
But this was a one-on-one conversation,
Yeah,
correct?
so
it could have been worse than that.
Yeah, he could have said it in front of his wife and daughter.
Oh, yeah,
whole
at the
scene.
table.
A whole
You know,
scene,
so,
yo.
yeah. I think he handled it well. I think
Yeah.
he pulled him to the side. And
I think him doing
in
it
private.
one-on-one definitely showed like what type of father he is. Yes. That he's a very like he actually wanted to probably like get to him and like talk to him and have him understand like this is not okay. This is not appropriate. One, it's not okay. This is not you're not going to treat my wife and my daughter like he said wife and daughter. Like okay, yeah, that's a man right there.
you have to demand that respect, you know. I will respect you, you know, as a human being 'cause I really don't know you. You're coming into my house. However, you have to demand that respect. Because let's say he came in and had dinner, whatever they were doing. So it's okay to wear this. So tomorrow I'm going to wear something different that states something else, you know. So
I just couldn't
right
imagine
off the top.
walking in somebody's house and wearing a shirt that said this ain't gonna suck itself.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's very disrespectful. Disrespectful. On a bunch of different levels, actually.
Like, you might as well just slap the dude in the face.
Yeah.
You know, like there's
say-
a way to dress.
I want to put myself in that position. If that would have happened to me, he would have been lucky to get my dad rather than one of the women in my family.
Yeah, tear your ass up.
Because the men in my family are more like chill.
Oh,
With
yeah.
the women, oh no, they're ready to pop off. They're gonna pop off on your ass. Like,
Yes. Yeah, you ain't even going to get to close the
She
door of
said-
your car.
You ain't even gonna get to the threshold. She's
No.
gonna see you coming like, I mean, I'll see you Stella do it. Turn around.
Right.
No, thank
and I
you.
will. And I will, yes.
And send them about their way.
So there's an edit.
Come back when you can talk.
So he added an edit to it. This is not the update, but it's an edit. I'm 57 and a long haul truck driver, so I've had my share of bad moments. Most of the guys here can remember stupid things that we did as a teen, even into our 20s. The ones that stand out for me are the ones where someone didn't react with anger or malice. They were the ones that someone reacted with constructive kindness, one where a quiet redemption was offered, where a mirror was quietly held up to my behavior. Those are the ones I learn from and appreciate the most. Hopefully, he comes out on the other side with a new appreciation for kindness offered quietly and without fanfare. Just my thoughts. And the top comment on this first part of it was not the asshole. I think you handled it well. He was an idiot to think that shirt would go over well with his girlfriend's family, and is lucky you didn't give him more grief. Commenter 2 says, not the asshole. He humiliated himself. He chose to buy that shirt and then wear it. What a boneheaded thing to wear to his partner's parents' home. He got off extremely lightly, and you handled it very gracefully. Is your daughter a bit less than sharp that she cannot see how inappropriate he is? And OP said that he thinks that she was just trying to defend him and not really sure what he said to her.
Little girl, you lucky your daddy did not make no scene, okay? Because if your daddy really ain't like old boy, he would have just kicked him out. But it seems like he's trying to give old boy a chance, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to
Yeah.
help him out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, maybe he likes you being with the daughter. You know, maybe this is just like a little slip up that he's trying to help you with so you can keep going into this relationship with his daughter and everything. But if he really ain't fuck with you like that, then you would have been on his house. And a whole scene, a whole mess. Yeah.
Yeah, and like he said, it seems like he was really trying to give him a lesson rather than humiliation, which I commend him for that, for being able to hold his composure on that, because I would have been like, get out, and you need to break up with him. So here's a small update. After reading these comments and listening to everyone's point of view, I sat my daughter down this morning and asked what her BF actually said to her. He didn't tell my daughter what the phrase on his shirt was, but did tell her accurately what I said to him and asked him to do. He didn't use the word humiliated. That was my daughter's interpretation. Her rush to defend him came from our examples. Apparently, she took note of the times I've defended my wife and vice versa. She took note of our disagreements in private after the fact. She is going to talk to him when he gets back tomorrow to follow up on why he thought the shirt was inappropriate for the family setting. I'll update again after that conversation.
I like how the dad's on Reddit.
Yeah.
I like that. He's
So-
obviously like in the know.
Yeah, so the boyfriend didn't tell the daughter exactly what was on the shirt. She just told him that her dad told him to go change. Like a boy would.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's giving little boy. It's not giving man. It's giving boy.
And I think that's any attire. If I go to a concert, I'm wearing a certain thing. If I'm going to church, I'm going to wear certain clothing. If I'm going in front of a judge, like Bianca said, I'm going to wear something different. Now, if I go to work, that's something different. You knew where you were going.
Right.
And you knew you should not have had that on. Any respectful man.
It says a lot about how he was raised.
And girls,
Like,
too. Same for the girls.
Yeah.
Don't come in here with your hoochie. You're going to be my mom.
And we coming in here with no hoochie shirts on.
Yeah.
looking crazy.
Ass half hanging. No.
Looking like you just came from the corner.
So there's multiple updates. Do y'all want me to read
Update.
all of them at once, or just one at a time and then we discuss it?
One at a time.
Okay. So update number 2. My daughter called him about an hour ago, and this was informative. She asked him why he'd not told her what the shirt said. When he talked to her, his reply was because it was embarrassing. Then she went on to ask him why he wore it originally, and he admitted that the shirt had been a gift from his older brother, who is 21, and that the older brother had dared him to and called him chicken when he objected, etc. Dumb, silly crap. She went on to tell him that none of what he'd done was cool, and that she really liked him, and that he'd always been kind to her. She said that she wasn't breaking up with him, but that these steps needed to be done. He needed to explain to his parents the entire situation. Second, he needed to show up in person to our home and bring money for the shirt. As she put it, put in a whole ass kissing session that included the explanation of the dare, etc. She said that if this was handled well, they could talk about moving forward and what that would look like. After the phone call, she talked to her mom and I and admitted that she forgot her worth. She said that as long as she'd be alive, as long as she'd been alive, had never gone out of my way to embarrass her mom, and that I'd always been respectful and not let anyone be disrespectful to her mom. That made me feel good. So she wasn't going to settle for less. Good for her. I'll update after his visit later on this afternoon. So that was the second update. Yeah.
Dale ma.
Mm, I'll let you go.
Well, like for me, I don't know.
I mean, I think it's
Boys
good
are
that she
dumb.
has that example of her parents and that something to look back on.
But boys are dumb though. Like what the fuck? Like he said, because it was from a dare that his older brother gave him, and he called him chicken. Like
Yeah, I mean, he's 19, so he's
what?
old enough to know, like,
He's old enough to know the difference.
yeah, old enough to, like, I can see that
like
from, like, a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old, like a middle school
yeah,
boy.
they take that shit to heart. You know what I'm saying? But
But you're
like
19, you're graduated from high school. Like, you should be like, no, I'm not wearing this to my girl's house. I'll wear it somewhere else. Like,
literally,
like a place that's appropriate. But not to the first time I'm meeting my girlfriend's parents. No.
Yeah.
like for real. Nah, that's bold.
For sure.
Next, that's bold.
Update number 3. This will make those of you following the saga laugh. I received a call this evening from my BF's parents. Firstly, they are mortified and extremely apologetic. Secondly, the whole best part of this update, I have their permission to squeal, is that his parents are on Reddit and commented on my post in the support of the way I handled it. They told me that they love my daughter and that we'd raised her right and had not raised their sons to show this level of disrespect to anyone, let alone his girlfriend. Apparently, the boyfriend was following up on one of my girlfriend's conditions, and we went to talk to his parents. After the story unfolded, his mom reached for her phone, opened Reddit, and yelled, "Is this fucking about you?" To quote his dad, as the son read the first half of the paragraph, he died a little inside. So, anyways, they are going to come to dinner tomorrow evening with my boyfriend. More updates tomorrow night. So, his parents found his original Reddit post.
Wow.
Yeah.
The boy's parents.
Embarrassing, but that's
It's very embarrassing.
And she even said, like, we did not raise him to do that, you know? Like, yeah, just confirm.
But, and I have to say, in life, we make mistakes. It's kind of like when I say something, you heard it. I can't take that back. It's been heard. In his situation, it was done. He can't take that back. It happened. However, it's what you do with that. It's what here moving forward, I'll never do this again. It's a what not to do in a relationship. Um, I'm in my line of work, I try to influence by somebody else's errors. I want you to learn through somebody else. They messed up. This is what happened, and this is what not to do. So I'm a prime giver of examples of what not to do in life, what not to do in your job, what not to do. And so with him and his experience here moving forward for the rest of his life, he'll probably remember that. But also he can share that with somebody else, in life and what not to do. So I mean, use it as an experience, a learned experience.
Milan, what you got?
Update number 4. Dinner was very pleasant. Let me say that his parents are great. Boyfriend showed up with red roses for my daughter and yellow roses for my wife. He offered what I thought was a very sincere apology and a card with the entire $40 in it, even though he'd given me the change and receipt on the original night. I cooked tonight to give my wife a break. I made an Indian dish called butter chicken with basmati rice. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to pronounce that. Neither had eaten curry before, but I loved it. Woohoo! As it turns out, older brother is a family athlete, JV soccer, varsity soccer, and other sports scholarships for soccer. Little brother is the exact opposite: artistic, sensitive, quiet, and felt like he's never going to measure up to his big brother and works to gain big brother's respect. Brother takes full example of this and exploits. Oh, takes full. That's a weird way to word it. Brother takes full example of this and exploits his little brother for shits and giggles. Near the end of dinner, daughter says, I think I'll keep him around for a little longer. You guys okay with that? We are good for right now. His mom is the boss, though, for our thinking outside the box. As punishment to older brother, mom went into his clothing, drawers, and closet and took every shirt off of him and bought him 8 very bright pink t-shirts, 8-pack that he'll wear until he realizes just how damaging exploiting someone really is. His access to cash is cut off until said lesson is learned. Anyway, successful night with new friends was enjoyed. Hope this was the update you hoped for.
Dang. They wanted to make sure that they gave us the full tea. 4 updates?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I mean, at least you get the whole story.
Yeah, way to keep up with it, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, way to
the
keep
whole
up with
thing.
it.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I think all the parents did a good job in this. They held him accountable and didn't
I'm just thinking about that.
didn't let him get away with it. I mean, because a lot of times you see other parents get mad at you for like disciplining their child, whether even if that's just like talking to them, and they're not okay with that. But it's cool that his parents were understanding and it was like, no, that's not okay.
For sure.
And it's very good on the daughter too for being like, these are my standards. If you don't fix it, we're not gonna be together. And she's young too.
Yeah, 1 or 2 choices, baby.
Yeah, because when you're younger, you don't have that value. Like not everybody, but most people don't have that value in themselves to be able to do that.
That's right. That is true.
So the next one comes from Best of Redditor Updates again. Am I overreacting about my nanny family having sex during the day?
About what? I didn't hear you.
Am I overreacting for my nanny's family having sex during the day? So she's a nanny. So is she overreacting that her employers are having sex during the day while she's there?
Oh, while she's there cleaning and stuff and like
That's none of your business.
doing her job.
That's
I
none of your
agree.
business.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
pay you to do a job. And
Yeah, because it's certain.
listening is not your job.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
maybe if they're
That clears up my view.
But you know what? I would find myself like going in across the way to the other side of the house, or just to because remember.
I mean, if they're doing it, because like some people have the fetish of like having sex with somebody in the house. If they're doing it like every day on purpose, then maybe it's a little uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, you're at work, so just ignore it.
I just throw my AirPods in, just keep
Well, she's a
sleeping,
nanny,
rooming.
so she has to take care of the baby.
Right. Pat the
Me and
baby,
we're about to go on a walk.
Yeah. Go on a walk.
And there's 1,000 things you can be doing.
Yeah. Cut the grass, something.
Uh-huh.
Smell the flowers. I don't care. Anything.
And most nannies make pretty good money, so it depends on how much I'm getting paid.
Right. And I would, I don't know what the rest of that story was, but address it. If you're uncomfortable, address it. Because if you don't say anything, I'll never know. I'm assuming she's okay with it. I definitely don't mind, but if she's okay with it, come on over.
I mean, I feel like the only way I'd probably be uncomfortable with it is if he's like cheating on his wife and it's another woman. But
oh yeah,
that's none of your business,
right? I mean,
none of your business.
But yeah, actually, I have some errands to run with the baby. I'll see you later.
Right. I'm gonna go grocery shopping or go buy diapers.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm a full-time nanny for a stay-at-home mom with an 8-month-old baby. The baby is honestly perfect, so sweet and happy. Naps great. I've been with the family for about 7 months now. The mom and dad are amazing employers. They're super nice to me. The mom gets me Starbucks and acai bowls and even makes lunch sometimes. $32 an hour with great benefits in a MCOL area. So overall, this is my dream job. Here's my only issue. I'm pretty sure the parents are having sex during the dad's lunch break. Maybe every day or every other day. They go into their room and I never see anything inappropriate, but sometimes I hear what might be the bed moving. It's not loud or anything, just enough to make me realize what's going on. Afterward, her hair is messy, clothes change, and the kind of thing. Today, I asked the mom what she was up to when she came out the room, and she didn't really say much.
You know.
I kind of said, jokingly said, "Oh, were you napping?" And she got a little red and awkward. That pretty much confirmed it for me. I know they're married adults and it's their house, but it still makes me feel a little uncomfortable since I'm there taking care of their baby. They're not being disrespectful or obvious, but it just feels weird. Would it totally be out of line to ask them not to do it while I'm working? Or am I overreacting and should let it go? They really are such a great family, and I don't want to make things awkward if it's just me being overly sensitive. What would you do?
You're overreacting. All I heard was $32 an hour. Yeah. That's all I fucking heard. I'm sorry, baby. Ya tú sabes, like.
You talk about the labor of love.
I know that's right.
I'm done with you. No mamas, but like, yeah,
And
$32
she
an
said she
hour.
has good benefits.
Good benefits. I'm popping in my headphones. Yeah. I can still function and do shit with my music blasting in my ear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, shit. And if you saw her hair messed up, offer to untangle it. Can I brush your hair, ma'am? Like, what the fuck? I don't know, something like.
Hey, girl, you need a comb.
Like, you need a comb?
Right.
You need some water.
Be ready, yeah. Be ready for when she's done. Help her out. You're supposed to be.
That was some exercise, queen. Let me get some water. You hungry?
I'm done. Your tacos are ready, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. ¿Una salsa verde too? Yeah.
Here's a
thanks.
Gatorade. Replenish.
Replenish. Yeah, replenish. Electrolytes. Put in that work. That work. No, mama.
I see you, queen, making another one so I can get paid more.
Right.
Oh, I'll be acting for double. Yeah. No.
I'd be looking in overtime.
No, I'm saying, yeah,
Is there
overtime.
overtime offer?
Racking up them hours, baby.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think what they do in the privacy of the room is their business. I know it kind of gets a little gray area because you are working in somebody's home, and if you were like in a like office per se, that would not be acceptable. But because you're working in someone's home, I think the rules are a little different.
Yeah, there's a bed there, not a desk. So use it.
Yeah, and it's not like it's like a room that you can see through like how an office is, like where there's blinds or something. It's a closed room. Like you said, they're not being obvious. Like I feel like you really got to be listening hard to hear a bed move.
Like if they were doing it in the kitchen on the counter, okay,
yeah,
y'all
you walk in like, oh,
yeah,
but you're in
literally
your
that's
room.
different. But no,
Yeah.
you're in your room, you're in your space, you're in your vault. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. What the fuck I want? Like, yeah.
And then like that's probably the only time they get that they're not with their baby. Like, you know?
True.
So like, hey,
And how old was this baby again?
8 months.
Oh, yeah.
So like, you know, if she's nannying throughout the day while the husband's at work, so by the time she gets off, her husband probably gets off. By the time the nanny gets off, the wife's husband probably gets off, and they're probably just together with the baby. So they might not have a lot of time. And at 8 months, she might be sleeping through the night, but you're probably burnt out by then.
Mhm.
So I mean, if they're having, I mean, that's good for them because not a lot of parents can keep that sex life strong in the first year of life.
Well, we don't know if that baby has colic, if
Yeah, that's what I'm
stays up
saying.
half the night, or it's got his days and nights mixed up, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It could be a number of things. So you gotta take it when you can get it. I'm like,
Hey,
you don't have to listen. You
they're
don't.
being discreet and everything. Like
Jeez.
I feel like she got to be up in there like,
Right.
what is that? What is that?
Right. But that was a good one, though. That was a good one.
Let's see what they were saying on here. I mean, I agree with Stella. Mind your business. Mind the business that pays you, because I'm paying you.
And you're getting paid.
Thank you. $32 an hour. May I remind y'all, $32 an hour. Yeah.
So top comment says, you are overreacting. I don't think you should make comments to them about what they are doing behind closed doors. I personally feel that you should not ask them to do not to do that. You're overstepping, making it an issue. You said they aren't loud nor making it obvious. Adults do adult things. And she replies, but I'm working. You don't think it's disrespectful to fuck while someone's taking care of your kids under your roof?
No.
It's making me uncomfortable. They both go in the bedroom and come out with messy hair and smiley. It makes me feel weird. Well, good for them for smiling because it was good.
Right.
For real.
They both finished.
Like, bruh. Read the sign.
The next commenter basically said what I said. I mean, good for them. Many parents end up hating each other during the baby years. These guys are lucky they can afford a nanny and maintain a healthy sex life. They treat you well, and you can't actually hear anything, so I would not make things awkward.
They treat you well, you're fed the benefits.
Yeah, and someone says, if you're not happy, then quit. And she's like, this is a super good paying job. The parents are nice, and this is my only flaw. So if that's your only flaw, girl, let it go. And you're saying it's a good paying job, let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
$32 an hour.
That's good for a I'm not sure what the nanny.
How many times have we said that? $32 an hour. That's just like the
$32.
big, like bolded, highlighted.
There's
Yeah.
a lot that you can look over.
Yeah. There's an update. That Friday morning, I told my MB I wanted to talk during the baby's nap, and she said okay. I brought up how uncomfortable I felt about what I thought was going on and mentioned how I could sometimes hear or notice things that might think that they were having sex. I told her it made me feel uncomfortable, and that's when everything went downhill. She was very direct with me and said my only job was to take care of the baby, not to worry about what she and her husband were doing. She told me if I had downtime, I could watch TV or read a book. I told her it just seemed weird that she'd come out with messy hair or different clothes. She explained that sometimes they do workout videos in their room, sometimes it's sex, and sometimes they're cuddling, or sometimes they're just taking a nap. She said whatever happens in her bedroom is none of my business.
Not your business.
After that, things got really quiet. She wasn't mean, but I could tell she was uncomfortable and hurt. Then she told me I could go home for the day, and I just knew what that meant. I was done. Later, she texted me saying that they were moving in a new direction, and that was it. I feel horrible. I know I crossed the boundary, and I regret bringing it up. I missed him terribly. The money was amazing. My MB was so kind, and their baby was absolutely perfect. I really wish I could fix this and somehow get my job back. How do I get my job back?
With your stupid ass. You should have
You
just stayed
don't.
there. Like, what? This is your fault. What did you think she was going to say? Like, no. Obviously, you're going to piss her off or you're going to make her feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like, this is all your fault. Like, you fucked it up for yourself. I'm sorry. That's me. No remorse. No mercy. Next.
For her, let's say she does go back. Whatever that was will never be again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you had, whatever type of relationship you had with your bosses, that relationship will never be the same.
Yeah.
Your work environment will never be the same. A lot of times it's better to be quiet and don't say anything than to be heard and be, like she said, they were moving forward in a new direction. Oh yeah, she got a new direction. A new direction. Yep.
I agree with what the commenters were saying. Like, it wasn't obvious, so it's something that you could have looked past.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, you don't want to put yourself in an uncomfortable position where, like, if they were making it obvious and being like really loud, doing it in like public areas of the house, which I mean, even if they did, that's their house, but like, like a laundry room or a restroom, but they were in the privacy of their room, they were being discreet, and I think whatever. But I know some people were saying like, oh, I mean, at least you got at least you have your answer. Like, if you were gonna sit and dwell on it and probably overthink it, every little noise, you have your answer now. It might not be the answer you want, but you have your answer. I mean, and that's true. I mean, shit sucks when you suck.
Right. Yeah.
Someone says you're allowed to feel disappointed that you messed up, but you need to understand that this is your fault and it's your job to take the consequences.
Yes.
And she says, I regret it now. I'm hoping they can forgive me, but everything else pays like $22 to $23 an hour.
Should
They
have
were-
thought about that.
right.
Should have thought about it.
They were giving me 32, so nice, and I'm realizing I messed up.
Yeah.
Some things in life you cannot take back.
And did she not read the comments?
That's one of those.
like that was the
Girl.
update.
That was the update.
The original when people were like telling
People were
her
telling her
like
to let it go,
no, let it
yeah.
go. Did you not read the comments? Like you posted this on Reddit for a reason to get the comments.
And you just
Y no
didn't
hiciste
listen.
caso, like por eso te pasó eso. Like that's why. Yeah, te haces tú solo.
So
I'm
there's
sorry.
a final update.
Huh? Another update.
One more update.
Go ahead.
I sent a message to my MB on Sunday morning, and she responded this morning, says that she forgives me and that she hopes that I take this as a learning experience, but they will not hire me back. I miss her so much. She said that she talked to her husband about everything, and they decided to give me a month's pay until I find a new job. I honestly didn't expect that. It was really kind of them after everything that happened. I miss my unicorn family so much. I was completely in the wrong, and I take full responsibility for that. I know I hurt people who trusted me, and that's something that I have to live with and learn from. I will not be filing any sexual harassment report. The people who were telling me to do that were not giving me good advice, and I will be keeping my distance from them from now on. I miss my nanny baby so much. I can't believe I won't be going back. It breaks my heart because they were such a big part of my life. I keep replaying everything in my head and wondering if there's anything that I could do or say to make things right. I know once trust is broken, it's hard to fix. But I wish I could show them how much I've grown, and how truly sorry I am. I'm trying to find a new job, and honestly, everyone's been so rude. It's been really hard. I can't believe my old employer still paid me $5,200 after letting me go. That's so generous of them. I really didn't deserve it after everything that happened to me. But to be honest, maybe part of the problem was that I was a little jealous of her. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's beautiful, only 28, rich, and has this gorgeous home. And her husband are truly happy. She's such a good mom, and it felt like she had this perfect life, her dream life, and I'm the same age. Think that made me feel small ways that I didn't even realize. I hate to admit it, but it's true. Now I just feel lost. I miss them so much. I keep wishing I could go back and do things differently. I know I can't, but I still hope one day I can find a family even half as good as them. I don't know if I should try reaching out again down the road or just accept that and move on. Part of me wants to hold on to hope, but part of me knows I need to respect her decision. And any advice on what I could do to maybe get them back, or should I just leave it and start fresh? I'm really debating and feeling lost about what's going on right now. Learn from my mistakes, guys. Don't leave a good family. Let everything go. Don't let jealousy or pride get in the way of something real. Some things just aren't worth losing. Appreciate what you have before it's gone. I mean, like you said, it's on you.
It's on
Everybody
you.
told you to leave it alone in the
Yeah.
first one.
And she's still debating about like bothering them. Like,
Yeah.
girl, you lucky they gave you what is it, 5,200?
Yeah.
A
they
month's
gave-
pay.
A month's pay.
That woman is better than me. I would have nope. Bye.
That new
Applications are
direction,
open. Yep. Interviews will be happening next week.
New
Applications
job
are
fair coming
open. Yep. Now hiring. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. And now she's seeing like what. I mean, I'm sure this is not her first nanny job, so she has to know that other nanny families weren't paying that much, and then
¿Verdad?
going back in the market,
Yeah. Like
they're only trying to pay her $22 an hour. Like,
and the
girl, you
job
have-
descriptions are different, probably.
yeah,
If I had 3 kids, it would be a little different than having one 8-month-old child.
mm-hmm.
So, it just depends. And in that job description would be, make sure you clean, do dishes, and
Mm-hmm.
household chores. Until I get back, or Monday through Friday. Maybe she was gone all week, or maybe the husband was gone all week, and we don't know the full details of the
I
working
want to know what her
environment.
husband does, because she's a stay-at-home mom and they're paying a nanny
32 for real.
$32 an hour.
And they were just
Making
able to
bank.
fish out a month's worth of pay just
Yeah.
Like,
girl, you fucked up. You could have got in good with that family. You could have became family.
that's why I have no mercy. This is your own fault.
A lot of people like get close with the people that they hire, like maids
They
or
do.
service people that they hire. Girl, you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You fucked up because the way I would have got in there. Hey, girl. Hey, sis. You got a brother?
Besties, okay? Besties.
Yeah.
You got a cousin,
Automatically.
a brother, something?
No, mommy.
But I mean, she did say like that's where jealousy gets you. Like you fuck up and you get in your head and you fuck up a good thing. For what? You could have been happy for her. Like, yes, queen, I'm so happy for you. I'm so lucky I get these Starbucks every day.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like-
Yeah.
Acai bowls. Acai bowls aren't cheap either.
Bro, $15 at
For some frozen yogurt.
Pura Vida.
What is it?
Pura Vida. It's like acai berry sorbet. Acai berry sorbet,
But
and
is it
I
like
get mine.
it's not. I haven't had one.
It's like ice. No, it's not ice cream. It's sorbet.
So bad.
Like she said,
It's like it's kind of a fruity.
I mean, I know it's like a smoothie, but like frozen, right? Like a frozen smoothie, basically.
I don't think it uses milk or like cream. It's not like creamy.
Yeah.
I think it's just like ice and like water or ice and sugar and flavor. So
Am I the asshole for showing my coworker what just being honest can be like?
what just being honest can what?
Be like.
What just being honest can be like. I mean, the truth will prevail.
It's
Sooner
hard
or
to
later.
be honest all the time.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
Especially
Especially to tell on yourself.
Telling yourself, put other people's feelings in jeopardy. Like, you love the other person so much, you don't want to like see them down. Like, you don't want to be the reason that they're down or sad or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honesty.
So this person does like preface that English is their second language, so there might be a little mix up here and there, but I don't know how else to put it because it's a weird situation. Also, this is a throwaway because I don't want this on my main account. I, 26 female, started working at a job 6 months ago, and I immediately realized it was a horrible work environment. The men act like they're still in a frat house and something. There's one specific person that is like their evil leader. Let's call him Jake, who's in his 30s. Said he is just honest and talk about free speech or how he is just saying the first thing that comes to his mind. He is just disrespectful and a bad person, according to me. I started looking for a new job 3 months ago, but I haven't had any luck with the same pay, so I'm still here. As I said, he is cruel and mean with everyone, especially women, and a couple guys who aren't alpha enough. For more context, I have ADHD and other things, and I struggle a lot as a teen and early 20s to be kind to people and myself. I also still have impulses to say all the mean things that come to my mind, but I worked hard in therapy to stop those thoughts and redirect myself. Anyway, I decided to give him the same treatment he gave everyone after he told a pregnant coworker he can't understand how her husband didn't cheat on her yet because she looks like a cow. I started about 3 weeks ago. He came to talk to me and told me I'm basically a dude because I don't have enough chest. And I told him, Jake, are you balding or is your forehead always that inhumanely big? And so on. But yesterday, she popped off.
For real.
She popped off with that comeback. It's all right.
She did not care.
And so on.
Ferocious.
But yesterday, we were talking with a few coworkers about all I cooked for New Year's because I tend to go overboard, and they're impressed with my dinner. He came and started saying nonsense and throwing insults. So I said, see, this is exactly why your daddy left, and continued with my conversation. Well, he talked to HR, and I have an appointment to talk to them on Thursday. However, my coworker said that they support me, and they decided to file complaints against Jake and document his behavior. Apparently, they already did, but HR just gave him a slap on the wrist, and they are angry now because they want to talk to me so fast. I'm not particularly scared about the appointment, but I wonder if I just went a little too far. Yes, he started it, but I didn't see any other way when HR did nothing about their complaints. I don't really want to apologize to him, but I'll do it if I have crossed the line because, as I said, I work hard in therapy to be a decent human being as I can be, and maybe this wasn't the best way to handle it. So, am I the asshole? He fucked around and found out.
Yep.
That's it. Simple as that. You
He
fuck
fucked
around, you
and
will find
found
out.
Yeah.
Like, que lo que, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it sounds like some high school BS.
Yeah.
Some high school BS talking about he started it, she started it, and like, oh my gosh.
Well, it seems like this person maybe like be protective over other people because it's not like she was wanting to really say too much until he started attacking other people. Especially like maybe she's friends with that coworker that he called a cow. She's pregnant and he called her a cow.
No, for real. Are you creating life?
Yeah.
Are you out here creating life? No, I didn't think so. Like, bitch.
And to say that while someone's pregnant,
When you're
like,
pregnant too,
I
that
know,
like
that's
irks
awful.
me. That irks me. Like,
because you already feel all those things about yourself, and then you
Yeah.
have somebody confirm it.
yes, like, oh, my insides is just like my anger that I have.
Gonna be
Like, men will never understand. Like, they'll never understand. Nah.
Yeah, it's fucked up that he was
Ugh.
saying things like that to her.
That makes me upset.
But she ate with that bald comment because men hate when you call them bald. But you shouldn't be acting like a
Yes.
bald man.
We could never. We could never. We can never.
This luxurious hair.
Yep, for real, luxury.
Latina. What do you think, Stella?
I mean, I think that if men had that experience, a lot of this chit chatter would not happen.
Yeah, we need to
Just
start
one
bullying
time.
them back. Bully men back.
Just
Bring
one
bullying
time.
back
Yeah.
for men.
That's why you a shrimp. Camarón.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean,
Camaroncito.
most men, yeah. Most men haven't experienced like being the lesser part of humankind. Like, even though women aren't lesser, we literally create life, but they treat us as if we're inferior. So when they get that same treatment back, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They're stuck.
Do y'all not remember what Beyonce said? Who run the world? Girls? Yeah. Remember that.
Yeah, I just feel
Remember that
like
one.
men are really the sensitive ones. They couldn't handle even a part of what a woman goes through.
Y'all wouldn't be shit without us. I'm sorry. Y'all need women. I'm sorry. Like, that's just.
Now, was it
I'm not
appropriate for the
arguing,
workplace?
like-
Not necessarily.
No.
But
Absolutely not.
yeah,
Absolutely not.
I would just continue to try to make, because I'm not gonna risk my income for you being you acting like you got a small penis, but
Or my piece. I'm not putting my piece on the line.
well, I'm just not
no.
gonna risk my income. Period. Like
income
I would
piece.
just distance myself and only talk to him as needed and make those complaints to HR. I'm not gonna risk it, but I do applaud her for standing up for the pregnant woman.
Right.
But I wouldn't have probably continued that. I probably would have left it at that and just, went on about my business. Because at the end of the day, my money comes first.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because no telling, if she hadn't said anything to HR or had voiced how she was feeling, would it continue on? Would it continue to say something? Would it continue to drive her? Don't trip. You might fall.
I know I'm over here like, look, I'm like, that's what she's like, don't trip. She's like, don't trip. She see me checking out her J's. Yo, fly J's. Los crispy kicks.
Stella come with the drip.
Los crispy kicks. Yes, baby. Learned from the best.
Yeah.
Learned from the best.
I'll see what the comments are saying.
Yeah, what's up with them? What's up with crowd? What's up with gang?
Someone says not the asshole. If HR requires an apology, you can always word the apology properly. I'm sorry I made fun of your large forehead. I see now that going bald is making you uncomfortable, and I will not mention it again.
Wow.
Bro,
Childish.
I could not apologize seriously. I couldn't. I would laugh in the middle of my apology.
Some comments are not to be
Yeah.
exercised.
Mm-mm.
A lot of times, if they say if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially
And
at
then
work.
when he made that comment about her breast being small, I would have just, that's sexual harassment. Go to
Yeah,
HR
definitely.
and get him wrote up or fired. Like,
Right.
You coming for me, I'm coming for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't need to come back. You just need to leave, and I'm gonna make sure you do.
mhm.
Someone replied, HR reacted because you're a woman. Call them out, ask them to explain why you're getting this response when he's been walking around terrorizing everyone since he started. Use the term hostile work environment, sexism, bullying, abusive, and personal grievance before you go speak to an employment lawyer because because you do have rights. And if you can't get one before the meeting, then go in and say that you're recording this meeting for your lawyer to review, not the asshole. So people are saying that she's not the asshole, but just take the steps for the meeting. I mean, I'm somewhere in the middle. I mean, it's inappropriate for work, but he was being inappropriate. HR should have handled it before because there's been multiple complaints. So, yeah, but I'm not someone who's been in the corporate world, really. I mean, Stella can speak more to that, even more so in the corporate world.
Yeah. And it's important that you state something. You know,
Yeah.
you see something, say something. Let's even go a little bit further than that. Let's say she didn't say anything to HR. She went home and told her husband or boyfriend or significant other. And she just has that conversation that this is what happened. You know, we're going to say Bob. Bob stated this, da 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 da. Well, I'm going to find offense to that. Why were you looking at her anyway? And then you stated on it, you know? So, with that being said, who knows what could have happened between the significant other and the guy at work? He could have very well met him in the parking lot.
Outside. Met him outside.
Let me follow you home. I want to know where you live. Kind of, you know, a number
Mhm.
of things could have happened.
Y'all see where I get it?
Yeah,
I'm following people home.
she should.
I'm
have-
lurking. Now you gave me a fucking reason. Now you gave me a reason. Now
And
I
this
gotta.
is why
I
I
told
carry
y'all Stella was the
binoculars.
OG. I told y'all what it is.
But I mean, you know, it could have gone real, you know, AWire on that side. She should have said something, you know, to HR immediately after the fact. And there's this, you know, what we call anti-violence policy that we hold at work, and it's just not violence. And that's a part of it. Just, you know, although it's on a different level, but it's still sexual harassment.
Yeah.
At any given point, you know, you should have, if you're looking at me in a different way, I may not even notice, but yet you made it a point for me to know how you felt or what you saw. So therefore, you know, I'm going to human resources. But if you don't say anything, it becomes unheard. Nobody says anything about it. And it might come back in another couple of weeks or tomorrow.
Yeah.
He'll mention something else. And then it continues to grow if you don't say anything. Those are things that we have to be very mindful of, no matter where we work. You know, in order for you to get respect, you have to demand it. Again, you know, kind of what we talked about earlier. You know, you shouldn't feel like trash. You shouldn't feel like shit. You know, at work, especially at work. This is a workplace. You know, we
Gotta
have
be
a
there
job
5
to
days a
perform,
week.
and that's not it. Yeah.
Like Mama
So-
said, I'm here to make money, not friends. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Look, that's been her motto since I can remember.
I'm quoting that. Put quotes on
I
that
am
shit.
not here to make a friend. I'm here to perform my duty.
Make that bag.
But I
Yeah.
wouldn't even think it was about a friend, really. I was just thinking about her
Yeah.
ensuring that he's not disrespecting her personally, because even though she defended the pregnant lady, like even her, like him speaking on her body, like
Right.
no, you're not gonna disrespect me by speaking on my body. Like this, we're at work. My body has, you know, this is not what you need to do at work. My body has nothing to do with your job. So
Right.
keep those comments to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
And we get enough shit from the world. Being women, being Latinas, like, we get enough shit. So for you to bring that to work, you know, where I'm over here trying to make a living and, like, you know, try to build a lifestyle and work for the lifestyle that I want.
Yeah.
No.
True.
I'm shutting that shit down.
It's always important to say something, you know. even as uncomfortable as it may feel or as uncomfortable as it may sound to your boss, who may be male,
More than like,
you know? But if you see something, say something. It's imperative, not just to you, because it could go on and on and on. Nip it in the butt right there and then. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And go and say something.
right.
And ask for the rest of the day off. Paid.
I know that's right.
Paid.
And paid day.
He's created
Mama
a
don't give a
very hostile
fuck.
environment, and I just need a mental paid day off.
Yeah.
I need to go recharge for the rest of the week.
Reset.
Because now it's going to be a very uncomfortable situation between you and that coworker. You know, now you've developed this wall that we will never see eye to eye again. Not like that, you know.
Right.
The corporate world can be a cruel place if you allow it to be. You demand respect walking in the door. This is where I am. This is who I am. And this is what I'm here to do.
Yeah. Period. I agree. And it's always good just to have it on record. No matter how many times you got to complain,
Yes.
keep a record of it. Because at some point, something's going to happen.
I tell you what, the email's been a wonderful thing.
Always have that paper trail.
Yes.
Always have that paper trail. Keep the receipts. Yep. Keep your receipts, baby.
That's why I told my little sister she had some type of harassment, and I'm just like, girl, report it, even if nothing happens.
Yes.
Report it, because it's not the first time, and then if more than likely, if it's not the first time, it's not gonna be the last time. So report it, so it's on paper. So the next person complains, they'll take a look at that record and be like, oh, there's a pattern of this. He gotta go.
Right.
You're done. You're done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is it for today's episode.
That was cute.
Great.
I'm done.
Stella gotta go to the restroom. That's her way of saying she gotta leave.
Yes. Yeah, my
I
mama.
told Bianca how you were at the wedding at JJ's wedding, and she was like, "So
yeah, we know.
We're at my brother's wedding," and Stella says, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna go to the restroom." She gets up. And then her date was like, she ain't going to the restroom. We're leaving. Bye. I'm like, dang, that was smooth.
And going to the restroom.
And exit.
Like, she could have said, bye, dang.
No despidiste a nadie, ni verga, los mamames.
Her classy exit.
My thing was, I made an appearance. I let myself be known that I was there. I took a picture. See ya. Good luck to you. Have
Here's
a good
the proof
life.
I was here.
I'm so happy you're married now. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of us are ready to go. It was like 2 hours late.
Yeah.
What?
It ran very late.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be late. And time to find out, I was early. I thought, is it over yet? I thought I was coming in for cake.
I'm done with you.
No, Bianca. Stella walked in. She was like, is it just starting?
I can see your face,
yeah, girl. Yeah.
I can see your face, for sure.
They were like, everybody's going to have a seat outside. I said, who, me?
She's like,
why is everybody outside? We're getting started now. I'm thinking, oh my God. I have to sit through all of this?
Oh, geez.
Yes.
No, mames.
She came so she wouldn't have to be outside. And it was chilly too, because mind you, it's November.
Yeah.
Oh, it did happen like around.
I said, JJ, your white side is showing. Very bad.
Yeah. But it was a good wedding. They did it up. It was very nice. It was very nice. Color detail, cute. Table detail. Mm-hmm. It was nice. It
was put together nicely. Yeah. The only complaint I had was it being late, because I was there on time. He was like, well, we said late so everybody will be on time. I say, boy, our family is on time. You must be talking to her side, because our family, everybody from our family was there.
Right.
On time.
Yeah, but that was a smooth exit, Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Smooth
I was going to the restroom. I just didn't go back to the table. I got lost.
She said CEO out.
And we was talking about that for like the next 15 minutes.
Dang, ma, you still had to talk even when you left. Dang.
And then,
Yo.
15 minutes later, I was like, well, I guess I gotta go to the restroom too.
I'm gonna let you go on Stella's restroom. I'm gonna make sure Stella's okay.
Yeah.
She ain't been back. I'm done.
Because by the time I was ready, I was tired. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
Se cansa uno, yeah.
They're like, oh, you're gonna stay late? I said, look, my bedtime is 10 o'clock. I'll see y'all
Right.
later, okay?
Yeah.
And I ain't got the kids tonight. Oh, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, once we hit them double digits, 10,
Yeah.
11, 12. Yeah, double digits.
Well, not for you, Bianca. You
Yeah.
be staying up late.
Oh, yeah. This is like on
She's
like
a
a
night
weekday,
owl.
but I'm a night owl for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, the energy just comes when the night hits. Like, the moon charges me. I don't know. Speaking of moon, I love your necklace. I did peep that. I had to say
yeah.
that. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love
Crystal's
it. Me gusta, está bonito.
Yeah.
I like it. La luna.
Dead sister chain.
Yeah, we resonate more with the moon, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was
Okay.
it. How you guys, Stella? How do you like the chisme?
Good. It was good. Yeah, with Bianca's shared her experience. I thought, oh, that sounds like fun. Okay. It's like, let's you want to come home? I'm like, I can. Yeah. Never done it before, but it was
I was
good.
like, we
It was
literally
good.
just be like
Just to
chopping it
chime
up.
in and give, your insight.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's always good to get an experienced queen's insight.
¿Verdad?
yeah.
Yeah, she's had many lives.
Take notes, y'all.
Yeah, I
Take
tell you
notes.
what, real life
Pen
events
and paper.
and experience.
Mhm.
Yes, just and over time, you can talk to somebody about your own personal experience about whatever it is, whether it be driving, living life, married, whatever it is, and hope that whomever would take your advice or learn through my experience. Don't do as I did. Learn from that. This is
Do
what
as I
not
say,
to
not
do.
as I do.
Right. This is what not to do. So yeah, just living through experience and learning through somebody else. When somebody goes through an experience, and whether it be painful, a good, happy one, whatever that is, learn from that. Learn from that. Yeah. Oh,
Good stuff.
Thank you
good
guys
stuff.
for coming on.
Yes.
If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe to the page. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, who cares?
Thank you.
But we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Váyase. Bendiciones. Dulce.